What thing that has been scientifically proven is still denied, disliked by some people? That since the standard deviation of IQ is higher among men than women, it means there will be more male geniuses than female geniuses in our population. If you think about it, a species that puts a higher IQ variation in the sex more capable of lots of procreation makes a lot of sense. It would outcompete a species that treated the sexes the same in that regard. These sorts of biological differences between the sexes are often dismissed by those who would rather pretend that all the differences between the sexes can be explained by cultural factors. One example of a scientifically proven fact that is still denied or disliked by some people is the consensus on climate change. The overwhelming scientific evidence supports the idea that human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels, contribute significantly to global warming. However, there are still individuals and interest groups who deny or downplay this reality, often due to economic or ideological reasons, even though the consensus among climate scientists is robust and clear. A girl at my workplace argued till she was blue in the face that aliens built the pyramids. The rest of us were just staring at each other in stunned silence. When one of us dared to state that there is recorded evidence of humans building huge structures while alien life has yet to be proven thousands of years later, she snapped that she had the right to believe what she wanted. Which, I guess is true, but still. Large vehicles increase pedestrian fatalities. Any criticism of the prevalence of huge trucks and SUVs in my city these days brings the truck brothers out of the woodwork like, why do you care what I do? It doesn't affect you. Yes it does, and it might kill somebody. Evolution is real and happening currently. Sphere Earth, vaccine reliability, 5G is safe, and climate change is human-caused. Edit also, trans women are women, trans men are men, and trans kids deserve love and support. Detractors don't even know all that's involved in transition at any level, they only know what conservative conspiracy theorists say. We live in an age of anti-intellectualism. This list could go on forever. Vaccines are safe and effective. The world is round and the solar system is heliocentric. Genes are real. Gender variance is a naturally occurring phenomenon. Sex education reduces the negative consequences of sex in youths and adults. On and on and on. Although adding fluoride to the water helps combat some dental issues, the long-term result is that fluoride contributes to dementia. But here in America, many districts are still adding fluoride to the water. Some people still want to debate about it even though there are plenty of studies out there to back it up. The carbon footprint was invented by BP. You know, they guys that inundated the Gulf of Mexico with crude oil a couple times. It's among the first and best disinformation campaigns to this day. It puts the responsibility of carbon emissions cleanly from corporations to the people. Flat earthers might be the most dedicated group of deniers. Even when presented with overwhelming evidence, they're just like, nope, it's like a pancake. Here's to hoping their conviction in breakfast foods doesn't extend to believing the moon is made of cheese, smiley face, Africa, pancakes, cheese, top arrow, vaccines apparently. And it's mostly because don't even bother actually learning about them. For example, most people don't even know that corona vaccines for several variations have been developed since 2002 but always were tight in funding until the pandemic started. Natural life cycles of planets and that Earth is round. Humans are not damaging the planet's climate. Earth has had several ice ages and several periods of heat. It'll happen again someday. And one day this planet will become a barren wasteland and uninhabitable. The consumption of animal products is unnecessary and will need to stop or be regulated at some point in the future. Edit. The logically inconsistent responses and downvotes only prove my point here, guys. Do you give me one good reason? Come on. The effectiveness of vaccines. There are really people who somehow believe that vaccines don't work despite them being around since 1796. I believe in completely eradicating diseases like smallpox and polio from existence. You don't have to wash your store-bought chicken, as long as you cook it to temperature. Washing it only speeds raw chicken bacteria in more places of the kitchen. It's science, and some people will still give a side eye. Sugar is not a stimulant. Most people get a rush from stuff with sugar in it from other ingredients, like chocolate, red food dye or caffeine. Which is in chocolate, I think. Sugar is actually chemically a sedative. That our current rapidly changing climate is caused by human activity and mainly from a few corporations. You still get people who deny it. Then you get people who accept it but refuse to go after the main causes. In the grand scheme of things, you do not matter. An asteroid can hit the Earth tomorrow and completely obliterate us and there would be no one to like and subscribe to your crappy YouTube channel. That's the British of bad teeth. We have perfectly normal teeth, thank you. Not necessarily in the right position, or even in the mouth area sometimes. But hey, they're the right. Gay people were created to increase group survival by providing reserve capacity, since they have fewer children of their own. Orphan children get taken care of by gay uncle, a lot. Gay people were created to increase group survival by providing reserve capacity, since they have fewer children of their own. Orphan children get taken care of by gay uncle, a lot. The efficacy of vaccines. Climate change is real. The universe is around 13.5 billion years old. The Earth is not flat. Alternative medicines are a scam. Trump lost. That the Earth is round and that vaccines save lives, yeah. That autism bullshit was made up and the guy admitted it. Prayer or mass human intention actually works. The downvotes and arguments that ensue from this post will only prove its validity. Pluto is still totally a planet. You'll never convince me otherwise, cries into a 20-year-old Sailor Moon pillow. Hitting children is harmful and has been proven to be more bad than good. Yet people still want to hit their kids. Climate change. Just found out a coworker is a climate change denier, not sure how I'll ever look at him the same. Evolution. No theory has ever been proven more correct with so much freaking evidence, but yet here we are. A person shrugging, fair skin. How homeotherapy, aromatherapy, lithotherapy, psychoanalysis, and all alternative medicine don't work. That trans men are men, trans women are women, and transitioning is the treatment for gender dysphoria. 1. The Earth is round. 2. The Earth is roughly 4.5 billion years old. 3. Man landed on the moon. The existence and validity of trans non-binary people. Trans people exist, we've always existed. Evolution by natural selection has been demonstrated repeatedly, but many people still deny it. No such thing as outer space. I couldn't believe that it's still a religious conspiracy theory that the Earth is round. If it was flat, cats would have knocked everything off of it by now. Cats can understand an average of 50 words, and they don't give a shit about 49 of them. That exercise actually helps you overcome a lot of shit, including mental health issues. Alpha wolves and all the subsequent Greek alphabet bullshit that has spewed ever since. Electric cars are better for the environment than internal combustion engines. Pornography is addicting and absolutely destroys the brain's dopamine system. Trans people exist regardless of the legal protections you strip them of. Whatever you say, there will always be 9 planets in my solar system. Vaccines, flat earth, quantum mechanics, evolution, astronomy, etc. That Trump is a god and that LGBT people are mentally illstable. Hormonal birth control is good and much safer than pregnancy. Like, besides anthropogenic climate change? Don't look up. For example, pasteurized milk, not mixing chlorine with dish soap. That homosexuality is not a disease and you're born with it. That Pluto does not fit the definition to be a planet. Climate change. Evolution. Gender is not binary. Dogs are incapable of feeling and experiencing love. Chico is the only reliable way to gain weight.